Well, g'day everyone. I'm back from holiday in the US. I went round the East Coast and down south, spent some time with some friends and had a great time. Anyway, now that I'm back, and I've been back for a couple of weeks now, it's time to tick off some of the things I wanted to do on this Chevy. So in this video, show you what I've been up to. So one of the first things I did was fill in the holes on the grill. There were some holes there that I've not liked, and I managed to find some challenge coins at a flea market in Kentucky, and I've brought them back and I've done this with it. As you can see here, I've put some tiny little screws in here from the back. I've tapped it and filled in that hole. But this hole here, I went to this place, which a lot of you will know that that's the American Pickers Show. I grabbed this and I thought that looked pretty cool. It was a bottle opener with a key ring on it. I just took the key ring off, used one of the holes, drilled a hole in here, and that solves my grill problem with the holes in it. I don't mind that. Well, one of the other things I had on my list to do was put some wings on this cap here. The fuel cap's quite difficult to get off when you're just trying to grab that edge. There's not much room between this edge here and these bolts, or this flange. So putting some little wings on that makes that a lot easier. I really just copied that idea off my Camaro, and that just works great. Well, the other thing I've been wanting to do is put a fan on the inside of the car here. I was looking at some electric fans on eBay. Yeah, wasn't a real fan. And while I was in the States, and if some of you ever watched my videos, I met a couple named Ron and Mary. Well, Ron had this fan. It's a pneumatic fan, or actually works on vacuum from the engine. And he gave me that. I made a bracket up for it and fitted it. I quite like that. Obviously I got it all working and everything, and that's just what I wanted. Well, another thing I've been wanting to do is put a phone holder in the truck. Putting one up on this screen, yeah, that's not going to work. It's small enough as it is, so tucking it under here really worked well. And I saw this in one of my friend's cars over in the States, in Tennessee in fact. I just went and grabbed one and figured I'll mount it the other way around and just bolt it in through the side here. That works quite well. I'm even using the attachment that can go there. Phone goes here, and it's tucked right underneath the dash there, so that you can't really see it from the exterior of the car, but I can still go through my music, I can answer calls, I can use it as, you know, maps and things like that. And as you can see, I've even tucked a fire extinguisher underneath the glove box there. Tucked it away so that when you're sitting here, you don't even see it. Another thing that I had to do was put some new plug leads on the thing. I've been driving it around with just old plug leads. Stuff that I'd found, they were a mismatched lot and everything. Just put some new leads on it, put a holder here on either side, had that lying around. Yeah, that neatens some things up there. It just gives me the confidence of some brand new leads. One of the big things to cross off my list of things to do was build a hard lid. I've made this totally lockable, and I've even put gas struts on it. So the process of making the hard lid was quite simple really. I just went down to the local hardware and got myself some fence palings. I actually chose out the worst ones I could find, built up a frame, and just bolted it all together. And on the middle brace here, I made a little angle here, drilled a hole, put a hole in the tray, just so I could mount the gas struts. It's actually quite balanced well with those gas struts there. And I'll show you what I did here as well. I had to put a chamfer down the edges here. And that was so that as it comes down, it marries up with the angle on the tops of my tray here. So this is the finished look, and I really like the wood grain. I love the dirty wood that I've chosen, but I think I can make it look even better. And I'm doing that by just burning it. I'm using a blowtorch, and then put some clear on it once it's all done. So this is what I've finished up with. I'm just going to flip it up again, maybe do some more on the back. There's those sides. I'm liking that. And we've got this side here as well. Now with the back done, I'm going to clear coat it. I'll clear coat this now, then flip it over and clear coat the top. Well, there's a clear coat on the top there, and that's turned out pretty good. I'll let that sit just for a couple of hours, then I'll go chuck it back on the ute. For the locks, I just used some really simple draw locks. They're a really simple idea with a tongue that just swings around when you turn the key. And I made some little tongues there for it to latch onto. Well, one of the most important things with this hard lid was it had to come off easy. It had to be able to be done with 2 people or even 1. So what I came up with was using some hinges off a sideboard on a ute, and I made my own pin that ran through it and some simple R-pins to hold that pin in. Then what you'll do after taking off the gas struts is simply grab this and push it over to the left, and obviously on the left hand side off to the right. Then with no pins in this part of the hinge, you can simply just lift the whole thing up and take it off. And under this hard lid I've put a few extra things like some storage boxes here and a few more jerry cans. You know, I was on a little trip the other day and it was just sort of running out of fuel. Not that it uses a lot of fuel, but the fuel tank's quite small in this thing. Put some tie-down points and one on the other side, just so I can rope some things off. Well, the last thing to show you is I've mounted a couple boxes onto the running boards. This one's just got a rag in it. That way I got a rag handy when I want to check the oil. Well, at this stage, that's all I can show you. I mean, I've got plenty of things left to do on my list of things to do, but I'll get to them at another time. I want to take this on some drives once that rain goes away. It's raining a lot here, and I don't even think I can get this old girl out the door there without sinking in the mud. So when it dries up, I'm going to take it for a ride. Might even do a video of that. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. See yous.